Namaskar. We welcome you on the WIS channel. This video is for the two basic concepts of business study of class 12th, and these are objective of management and functions of management. Let's start with objectives of management. The basic objective of management are categorized in three categories, namely organizational objectives, social objectives, personal objectives. As far as organizational objectives are concerned, these includes survival. Every business wants to retain its life for a long run. Means whenever a business is being established, it wants to keeps going for long run. So it is the main objective of the management to confirm the survival of the business for long run. The management need to take every decision, need to manage every function and every department in such a manner so that the life of the business keeps going on and on. Second, profit. As we all know that profit is the reward for risk taking for the owner. Shareholders, partners, they invest money in the business, they take risk for generating profit. So management need to confirm the adequate amount of profit to the owner. Next, growth. Think about Reliance Industries Limited. जब स्टार्ट हुई थी तो पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट्स से स्टार्ट हुई थी, लेकिन आज लगभग हर प्रकार के बिजनेस में इसका इंटरफेयर है. इसी तरह टाटा सन्स. थिंक अबाउट विप्रो. इट स्टार्ट इट्स बिजनेस फ्रॉम पॉली ऑयल and now it is developing softwares, it is producing electrical appliances. So every business wants to take growth on the basis of diversified products, want to increase its sale volumes, want to increase the area it covers. So management need to concentrate over horizontal and vertical both type of growth of the business. Now let's see about the social objectives. Business is the part of society and it can survive within the society, along the society. Every step of business is going to affect society and every change in the society is going to affect the business. So management, there are some objectives, there are some desires of society which are being attached with the management, with the business. So management need to fulfill those requirements of the society. Means they need to generate employment, they need to use the technology which is not polluting the environment of the society. At the same time, the management need to run the business in such a manner so that it can develop the life standard of the society. So these are some social objectives are attached with management and management need to care for those. Personal objectives. We all know that there is a human resource attached with the business, and human resource, whenever it is being attached with the business, they have their personal objectives, they have their objective to come into the business. They need competitive salaries and perks, they need space for development. Means management need to provide a space that the employees have a chance to develop their self. Third, recognition. So these personal objectives are to be fulfilled by the management. Now we come to the second part of this video, and this is related with the functions of management. अपनी पहले दो वीडियोस में हमने functions of management के नाम के बारे में उनको आपको रिमेंबर करने के लिए बोला था. Are you able to recall those names of functions of management? planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. These five functions, and we told you that these five functions are in continuous process. They are set in a proper sequence. Means these five functions are completed in a proper sequence, and due to that sequence, that continuous sequence, we identify one feature of management, that is, management is a continuous process, right? Let's concentrate over one by one. Planning. Okay, does this name struck something in your mind? Are you able to think about this word? Put some thought over these four statements and make your brain to be agree with these. One, planning is thinking before doing. करने से पहले सोचना planning है. Agree? Planning is involving mind before doing. Same thing. Planning is peeping into the future. फ्यूचर में क्या हो सकता है ये पहले से देखना या पहले से देखने की कोशिश करना. Planning is trapping the gap between where we stand and where we want to go. Means this statement stresses over setting objective and setting the flow of action through which we can achieve those objectives. So with these four statements we can say that planning is primary function of management. It is totally a brain activity through which we try to answer all what to do, how to do, by whom to do. Means we need to think about every WH family. We need to answer every question regarding our objectives. क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, किसको करना है, किस क्वांटम, किस क्वालिटी को के लेवल पे करना है. All these things are cumulatively defined with planning. Second, second function of management is organizing. You know, whole function of or whole act of business cannot be completed by a single person. So we need division of work, and after dividing the work, similar type of activities, similar type of acts are being grouped at a single place. This is called creation of departments. And in departments, every post which is being created need to be assigned authority and responsibility. Simply we can say that organizing is that function, or we can take the sequence of this function, that organizing is the second function of management, in which work is being divided, departments are being created, and authority and responsibility are being set for each and every post created. Next, staffing. Obviously, it is the third function of management. सोचो हमने organizing पे क्या किया है? It was the second function of the management. We create the post there. We divided the work there. We created departments there. On paper. Means organizing was the function where we created the organizational structure. And now posts are being created in organizing, and through staffing we need to fill them So staffing starts with recruitment. It is a process through which we attract potential workers to apply in our organization. Second, selection. This is the process, this is the step which is being taken after completing the recruitment, and recruited candidates are being checked according to the set criteria whether they fulfill our requirement or not. So selection process, definitely it is being a negative process, whereas recruitment process was a positive process. रिक्रूटमेंट में हम कोशिश करते हैं कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हमारे डिपार्टमेंट हमारे बिजनेस में अप्लाई करें, जबकि सिलेक्शन में वी कर्टल देम on in two parts. First, which are not going to fulfill our requirement, and second, which are going to fulfill our requirement. In selection process, we take some test, different type of test and interviews through which we select the candidate which fulfill our requirement. Third, training. This is the third step. After selecting the candidate according to our criteria, we need to train them according to the set requirement of the business. हमें क्या बनाना है, कौन सा प्रोडक्ट हम डिजाइन करते हैं, जरूरी नहीं कि उनका स्किल कोई वर्कर बाहर से लेके आए, तो उनको हम अपने बिजनेस एनवायरनमेंट के अकॉर्डिंग ट्रेन करते हैं. वी ट्रेनिंग इज inculcating skills into the selected candidates, and after training we place them on job, right? These 4 steps are being taken to complete the staffing function of the management. So staffing is the third function of management, in which recruitment, selection, training and placement are being done. Next, डायरेक्टिंग. चलो, प्लान कर लिया, ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल स्ट्रक्चर तैयार कर लिया हमने, और उस स्ट्रक्चर के अकॉर्डिंग हमने वर्कर्स को अपॉइंट भी कर दिया. नाउ दे नीड टू डू वर्क, एंड व्हाइल दे विल वर्किंग दे नीड एप्रोप्रिएट डायरेक्शन, राइट? So directing is that function of management which facilitate the running of the process of the business. अभी तक जो 3 काम हमने किए वो सिर्फ एक रुके हुए ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का काम था. हमने प्लानिंग किया, उस टाइम हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव नहीं चल रहा था. हमने सेकंड फंक्शन उसका एक्टिव किया, जिसके दौरान हमने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्ट्रक्चर तैयार कर दिया, फिर उस पे हमने वर्कर्स को अपॉइंट किया. डायरेक्टिंग इज दैट फंक्शन विच एक्चुअली स्टार्ट्स द बिजनेस एक्टिविटी, एंड इन डायरेक्टिंग वी डू सुपरविजन. इट इज अ एक्ट, मीन्स सीइंग द वर्कर व्हाइल दे आर वर्किंग. उनको देखना कि जब वो काम कर रहे हैं, सही कर रहे हैं, गलत कर रहे हैं, कीपिंग चेक ओवर दैम. Next, motivation, motivating them to do up to their maximum limits. Leadership, करके दिखाना उनको, and communication. These are the 4 elements of directing. We can simply define directing. Directing is that function of management which provide leadership, motivation and appropriate communication skill to the worker so that the objective of the business can be achieved. Controlling, it is the last function of management. We should not call it last. सीक्वेंस में 5वें नंबर पे है ये, लेकिन वी ऑल नो दैट मैनेजमेंट इज अ कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस. कंट्रोलिंग के बाद दोबारा प्लानिंग स्टार्ट होता है एक रनिंग बिजनेस के अंदर. सो कंट्रोलिंग इज द 5th फंक्शन ऑफ द मैनेजमेंट. क्या करते हैं कंट्रोलिंग में? मॉनिटरिंग ऑफ वर्क होता है, चेकिंग एंड करेक्टिंग एक्शन. काम कैसा चल रहा है, अकॉर्डिंग टू जो हमने ऑब्जेक्टिव सेट किए थे उनके अकॉर्डिंग काम हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है, एक्चुअल काम कैसा हो रहा है, जो डिफरेंसेस आए वो किस कारण से आए, अगर डिफरेंसेस नेगेटिव हैं तो उनको ठीक कैसे किया जा सकता है. दीज ऑल थिंग्स आर बीइंग इंक्लूडेड इन कंट्रोलिंग. सो कंट्रोलिंग इज होता क्या है, वी सेट स्टैंडर्ड्स फर्स्ट इन कंट्रोलिंग. हम किस लेवल पे काम करवाना चाहते हैं, दो स्टैंडर्ड्स आर बीइंग सेट. देन मेजरिंग द परफॉर्मेंस, एक्चुअल रिजल्ट हमारे क्या हैं, comparing the standard with the actual performance, taking corrective action. अगर उस कंपैरिजन में कुछ नेगेटिव आता है, then we try to find out another way to minimize that gap, right? So we have discussed 5 functions of management, and these 5 functions are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. Let's work over some memory test for you. Be ready for a test. In which function of management workers are motivated? Which function concentrate on monitoring? Communication is the part of dash function. Dash is the mapping of future. Give example of personal objectives of management. Earning maximum profit is dash objective of management. I hope that you are able to have some answer of these questions. Let me give you the correct answer and match them with your own. A. Directing means directing is the function of management in which workers are being motivated. Second, controlling. Controlling is the function in which concentration is on monitoring. Second, communication is the part of directing. C. We try to tap future in planning. Salary and perks are the examples of personal objectives. Earning maximum profit is organizational objective. So we comes to an end of